Tell us about the Super Bowl pitch. I mean, you mentioned this is our 10th Super Bowl. And that's absolutely incredible given the history of the Super Bowl.
Right. Well, again, the Sports Foundation, we're proud to serve as the host committee staff. Again, this will be our third time, 1997, 2002, and again in 2013, hopefully many beyond that. But the Super Bowl bid process has changed a little bit over the past several years. The NFL has to invite you to bid, and they invited us and Miami and Phoenix to bid on 2013. Two other very good host cities, so the competition was pretty high, pretty stiff. And so there's a three-phase project, timeline project for the Super Bowl bid. We actually started this in late fall of 2008 in working with the Saints. At the time, the Saints did not have an extension of their lease agreement with the state of Louisiana. And we had to formulate a bid based upon whether or not we thought that lease agreement was going to come through, or not come through, or be hanging in the balance. So either way, we felt like we just needed to throw all our cards on the table and be as aggressive as we possibly could, and make sure that the NFL owners knew and understood that we're not taking it for granted that we've hosted this 9 times before. We're not taking it for granted that New Orleans is the best city for this event, but we really wanted to be aggressive and show them that we wanted this more than the other 2 cities, and that it meant more to us than the other 2 cities. So there were 3 phases to this bid. The first phase was a return of the bid specs, the answers to the bid specs to the NFL and their staff. So that was due April 1st of 2009. So we worked diligently on this 2-inch binder full of bid specs that basically said you will provide at no cost to the NFL, you will provide at no cost to the NFL this, and this. So we brushed off our 1997 budget and our 2002 budget and did a comparison line by line and added all the new items that came about.
It must have been kind of difficult, especially given the fact that New Orleans and Louisiana actually was just coming back from Katrina.
Yes, but we know the event so well, and we know we've had that great history in the last and do it 2 times before. Again, we think that we had to overcome what you just said, the mindset that, okay, this city's still trying to get over this hurricane and the flood, ensuing flood, and we're not sure, maybe the owners weren't sure that we could handle the Super Bowl, so we really had to make sure they understood that. Meanwhile, we had hosted the 2008 NBA All-Star Game, which really gave us the notoriety and put us back in the rotation as a potential host city for major sporting events. So getting back to the pitch, we worked diligently from fall of 2008 through spring of 2009 to answer these bid specs and to formulate this budget, and the budget ended up being $12 million. Just to give you some perspective, back in 1997, our budget was $3.1 million to fulfill all the obligations in the bid. In 2002, it was $5.2 million, and 11 years later, it's going to be $12 million in 2013. So that's how much the event has grown, and that's how much the demand from cities has driven up what organizations can ask of a city. But if you think about it, $12 million in investment for the return of $400 million in economic impact, $15.1 million in state taxes generated, and another $12 million in local and regional taxes generated just from that event alone. So, and again, our $12 million budget is $6 million private, $6 million public. So, a public investment of $6 million with that kind of return is is an easy sell. It's just how are we going to get the funds to do it. So again, get it back to the